It was love that first attracted Gary Vanic to the dairy industry. He didn't come from a long line of dairy farmers, but he did fall for a pretty girl who had moved to Minnesota. He followed her, and there, in search of a way to pay the rent, he found a job at Land O'Lakes and began two of the greatest relationships of his life. He married that pretty girl named Ann and started a career that would make him one of the most respected leaders in the dairy industry. Gary spent 20 years at Land O'Lakes, taking on a wide variety of projects and titles. He called himself the Fixer, as he learned every aspect of the dairy business. As Gary was learning the ropes in Minnesota, veteran cheesemaker Hans Epprecht was building his own business in Ohio. He had founded Great Lakes Cheese in 1958 and built it from a small market stall in Cleveland to one of the largest suppliers of private label cheeses in the country. By 1999, Hans was ready to retire and looking for someone to take over Great Lakes Cheese and keep it growing. He chose Gary Vanic. Gary accepted the challenge, and for the next 16 years would lead Great Lakes Cheese as president and CEO, expanding the business even further and earning a national reputation as a trusted leader in the industry.
Gary is one of these really kind of quiet, powerful leaders, and he kind of sneaks up on you, but very well respected by everyone. He obviously made a huge difference at Great Lakes Cheese and in everything he's done. And he likewise made a big difference at NCI and IDFA, and certainly in the lives of everybody he's worked with. I think everyone would agree on that.
I think he's the type of person that is willing to help other people in the industry, be them competitors to some degree or just other peers within the industry. If he sees issues that he believes is a weakness, he's willing to step forward and offer other companies ideas on how they might improve.
As Gary guided the expansion of Great Lakes Cheese, he also took on leadership roles with the National Cheese Institute and the International Dairy Foods Association.
I felt like Gary was a real mentor to me. He was somebody I could turn to and talk to about things going on in the industry. 2008 and 2009, he was the chair of NCI. Those were kind of tough economic years for some in the industry. So there were a lot of things that we really needed. I needed a little backboard to talk things through on. He was always great at that. He was always available. Really wonderful.
As vice chair, then chairman of IDFA from 2008 to 2011, Gary navigated some significant challenges for the industry.
When you think about the turbulent economic times that occurred in 2008 and 2009 with dairy pricing, I saw Gary go out of his way to gather information from the industry in total to try to get a good picture of what kinds of issues do we need to deal with to try to solve some of the complex pricing issues that are out there today.
Gary was just a strong force in helping us get to a consensus position among all of our organizations, and that was a very important time for, I think, for our organizations to come together. Gary was a really strong leader on that and many other things.
For more than 35 years, Gary Vanic gave his time and talents to improve the dairy industry for everyone. What began as a quest for young love became a lifetime of devotion to his wife Ann, their son Matthew, and to the people of America's dairy industry. Thank you, Gary.